That's why Tom Thibodeau is the coach of the year. That's why, to me, Julius Randle is the most improved player in the sport. Because the Knicks would not be doing what they were doing without those two guys.
New York, New York with Jastremski is presented by FanDuel Sportsbook.
The New York Knickerbockers are going to have home court advantage. That's right. Home court advantage in round one against the Atlanta Hawks. What a job. What a season. What a life. Period. The Knicks have beaten you down for the last decade, really the last 2 decades, if we're being honest. This season came out of nowhere. It has been this feel-good joyride all damn year. And to actually go into the first round of the playoffs, regardless of what happens, entertaining the thought that the Knicks can legitimately win a playoff series, I feel like I'm living in fantasy land. I really do. Because I'm a positive person. The Knicks have taken a lot of that positivity out of me over the last 20 years. This is easily one of the most satisfying seasons I've enjoyed as a sports fan in a long, long time. These are the ones we love so much when they come out of nowhere, when you don't know what to expect. You see Julius Randle turning into the player he has become. You see the development of a guy like R.J. Barrett. You see the way that they are coached game after game after game. How do you not root for a team like that? How do you not fall in love with a team like that? And nothing was easy between Thursday and the last time, we had a conversation and now. The Knicks had a scratch and claw to win every single one of those games. Easily could have lost to San Antonio. Easily could have lost to Charlotte. And you got the break of a lifetime with, listen, the Celtics stink anyway. They're a lost cause now with Jaylen Brown out for the year. But the Celtics basically took their entire team and said, yeah, we're not playing. We're rolling them out. We're casting them aside. And this game got hairy and got dicey in the final couple of seconds here in the fourth quarter. But Randle did his thing. Barrett did his thing. And the Knicks found a way. They needed to win these 3 games at home. They did not want to end up getting Milwaukee in the first round or getting Miami in the first round. Now we know the deal. Knicks, Hawks, round 1. Let's fucking go. See, you got to drop in the F words when it's actually appropriate. This one, I think, actually fits that hashtag of LFG. Because it's a series the Knicks can win. Yes, Trae Young can be a problem. Yes, the size of the Atlanta Hawks, Collins and Capella, could be problematic. Look at these 3 teams they could have ended up with. You're telling me the Knicks got the hardest of the 3? No chance. Milwaukee, because they have Giannis. Miami, because they have pedigree. Atlanta's inexperienced. You hope that the Knicks can use that against them. Now, the Knicks are inexperienced too. Let's be honest. You don't have a whole lot of playoff pedigree on this team, but you have a coach who's been through the wars in Thibodeau. And that you like. And if the Knicks are going to win this first-round series against Atlanta, neutralizing Young, neutralizing the Atlanta size, and getting after it on defense, and kind of dictating the terms of pacing, I think is going to be enormous in this series. I think it's going to decide the series. We got a week to dive into all that good stuff, which will be fun. That's the best part about the plan. I equate it to, and I haven't seen this in 20 years, but when your football team wins a playoff game, or I'll give you a better example, because I actually have gone through this. I went through it a couple months ago. When your college basketball team goes through the first weekend of the NCAA tournament and you can enjoy the next couple of days and dream and think about the possibilities. That's what you can do with the Knicks for the next few days. Watch these teams down at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, the Lakers, the Warriors, beat the snot out of one another. And you can start thinking about what your next couple of weeks are going to be. Yes, I can't believe we're living in this world. Yes, it has come out of nowhere. It has surprised me. The city, I think, has fallen in love with the Knicks. And know this, the Knicks playing in a first-round series will be the talk of the town. It's going to bother the Net fan when the back pages of the New York tabloids and this show and all the other shows are leading Nick and the Nets are buried. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And eventually the Nets will get their shine if they're playing in the conference finals or the NBA finals. But the Knicks are going to be the story. And I understand it's my team. The Nets are not. But that's real talk. Anybody who's telling you otherwise is delusional or is just not paying attention. Home court advantage in the first round and getting the team that, to me, gives them the best chance of advancing. Awesome stuff. First round, home court advantage for the Knicks. I want to repeat it over and over and over again. I do. Because it doesn't seem real. And yes, I'll admit this. If we went back in the time machine, we found Doc Brown and we took it to, opening night back in December. And you told me, JJ, the Knicks are not only going to be in the play-in, the Knicks are not only going to be in the playoffs, they're going to be hosting a first-round series. I would have called you every nasty name in the book. That's why Tom Thibodeau is the coach of the year. That's why, to me, Julius Randle is the most improved player in the sport. Because the Knicks would not be doing what they were doing without those two guys. And we would not have this week of anticipation and excitement and all of this tied into one. Can't wait for next week.